My name is Cody Wanner. I'm a freelance video creator, also YouTuber, vlogger, that sort of thing. Let's dive right in. A day in the lifestyle video is one of the easiest and most effective ways for a brand to sort of use video to build loyalty, maybe sell some products. Let me show you how to create one using nothing but a phone to capture, phone to edit using Videoleap. We're gonna go over basic editing, the split tool, and then leveling it up using captions, using some stop motion. So when it comes to the type of videos that you wanna capture for this, you really gotta try to look at your life through an outsider's perspective, through an outsider's lens. What are the interesting, or maybe even not that interesting, but just slightly unique to you aspects of what you're doing? So for me, I captured the clock as I'm driving over to my workout. I work out pretty early in the morning. That's not something that everybody does. Got a shot of writing up the workout on the board, then got a shot of us working out, doing a couple of different movements. Anytime you have the opportunity to show movement or just like big dynamic shifts in frame, that's always something that you're gonna wanna use. That stuff is visually interesting, whether that's cars driving by, or you're walking your dog down the street, or your products whipping past on some sort of conveyor belt. All of that stuff is gonna play very well on video. So think about big movements, stuff moving, what can you capture? Then I got a shot of this decibel meter because I think that it's cool in our gym, you gotta be quiet. Had a breakfast meeting, so got a shot of that bagel sandwich. Driving to the office, there's a cool bridge and there's a little bit of a cool skyline shot. And then coming up the stairs into my office. Then my day today was just editing. I do digital products primarily, so nothing super amazing or interesting about the products that I'm actually selling. Maybe you have a physical product, which is a leg up that you've got. But the point here is that no matter what your brand is, there are compelling aspects that you can show in a day of the life that just hook people, that just bring people in. Also decided to close it out here with the shot of my dog running around in circles having a blast. Again, a lot of movement, pretty compelling. People also love dogs. So when we get into Videoleap, select the footage, and then I chose Reel because this is vertical content. This is like a Reel for Instagram. I'm gonna take you through the basic functionality of editing this thing using some of the basic tools in Videoleap, and then I'm gonna show you how to kick it up a couple more notches. Some of the tools in here are absolutely fantastic for this type of content. So Videoleap put all of the different videos right here in the timeline. I can zoom in and out on the timeline to be able to see everything or get really granular down into the details. If I tap on this first clip, it brings up right down here at the bottom middle, the little split clip thing. So I'm gonna hit that, tap on the beginning one. I'm gonna remove the first one. I actually like this shot a little bit better because the light peeks through. So I'll grab the front handle on that clip and just slide it over to the playhead. Wait until I start moving. I'm gonna split it there again. Again, movement, action. So I like this erasing piece. Delete the entire end of that clip. Is a really long clip, but I don't need anything else from it. So here's some of the movements. I'm just gonna tap on that clip and I wanna zoom in just a little bit. So I'm just gonna, with both of my thumbs, tap on the actual visual picture of the video, slide that up a little bit. Just like intuitively, you would think you would zoom in. I don't wanna get what we were talking about at this meeting. So with the clip selected, go down to the bottom, tap on audio and just mute that clip. I'm at about 45 seconds right now, which is getting closer to the top. I want this to be about a minute. And then here's my pup running around. 57 seconds, a little day in the life edit. So that's the very basic edit. Now, what can we do to take this, ramp it up another notch? First thing we're gonna do is add a voiceover. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that no clip is selected. I'm gonna come down to the bottom and tap on the audio button, and you'll see right here on the far right, I have the voiceover option. When you tap on that, it's gonna bring up this little record button, and then it's gonna be using my phone's microphone to record this voiceover as the video plays. You can write this out, you can script this out, you can wing it and kind of edit it after the fact, whatever works for you. So I'm one of those people who wakes up early to go to the gym and work out. I really love working out in the morning. It works for me. All right, so if you didn't make any mistakes, great, good on you. I make a bunch of mistakes. That's why I love video editing. What you're gonna do is just go through and trim, make sure that your voiceover is lining up with the right part of the video. And we're doing this the same way that we just edited that timeline. There's a little tip called pinning. So once you get a portion locked of where you want it to start and kind of where you want it to stay, what you're gonna do is tap on this little pin icon so that as you make other edits, it's gonna stay attached to the clip that you have it attached to. And it pins based on the very front of the top layer. So again, I'm just gonna make a little split here on the voiceover, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tap on the pin so that this piece of the voiceover remains pinned to that section of the video. So that's all I'm doing to line this voiceover up with the video or line the video up with the voiceover, just making these minor adjustments. Okay, now let's continue to level this thing up. Once we have the voiceover recorded, what we're gonna do is add auto captions. So again, no clip selected, come down to the bottom, tap on captions. Captions are gonna create, it's only gonna take a few seconds. Boom, so now we've got some captions on here. We can, of course, edit the look and feel of them. If it made any errors, you can go and make edits to the text, change the font. I like Rubik, and I actually want this to be up closer to the center of the frame. I actually think it's a bit of a retention hook to leave some of those captions mistakes in the clip. People end up looking for them. Sometimes if it's like super funny, people will comment about them. So I don't normally edit any of the captions unless it's something glaringly ridiculous. All right, let me show you one more effect to kind of level this up. Take it up to just one more level higher, and that is a stop motion effect. So without anything selected in the timeline, get the playhead about to the beginning of the clip that you want to stop motion. And then down at the bottom, again, nothing is selected. You're gonna come down and hit effects, all right? When you tap on effects, at the very top, you'll see it's currently on beat sync. Slide the whole way over to stop motion. And you can see here there's 7 different types of stop motion. I'm just gonna use the regular one, but you can mess around with the other ones. There's some really cool effects in here. Just hit that stop motion, then hit the check mark. You see it brings it up almost as like a layer above the timeline. So I'm just gonna stretch that out the whole way over this entire workout section. And just adjust a couple of these parameters here. Just as is, it looks pretty good. You know, I like the way that that looks, but if I go to intensity and bring that intensity down to maybe say 20, it's gonna make it read a little bit more like a video. There's also a couple other effects on here. Jitter, that's gonna make it kind of vibrate up and down. There's blur. So a bunch of different ways that you can kind of adjust and get the look that you're going for. Okay, and the very last feature I'm gonna use to level this thing up is AI Recolor. Now you can describe a look that you're going for, or if you want, you can use some of the stuff that's trending here. I'm gonna use documentary and see how that goes. I gave it a bit of a blue cast. That's kind of how it interpreted this footage. If I think that that cast is too strong, I can tap on the recolor and just bring the intensity down here. I can also, if I don't like what the AI chose, I can go to presets, I can choose something else. But I find that 9 times out of 10, I like the look of the AI recolor. Just because I'm a perfectionist, I'm gonna tap on this first clip and then I'm gonna hit adjust down at the bottom. I'm just gonna bring the exposure up, see if that blows it out too much. Exposure in Videoleap really brings up the highlights more than like washing out the entire clip, which I really appreciate. I'm also gonna bring the shadows up just a little bit, just so you can see my face a little bit more. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna tap on export. I'm gonna go down here to the bottom, put that up at 4K, put this down at 24. You can use whatever settings you like. I like 4K. I like 24 frames per second. That's what I shot it in. And then I'm gonna hit save, and bam, that thing is ready to put up on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever you're putting your stuff. I sincerely hope that you found that helpful. We would love it if you would share your day in the life videos. You maybe tag us in the comments. We'd love to see some of those. And also in the comments, feel free to drop. What would you like to see? What do you need to know how to do in Videoleap? We'd love to teach you. So drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Get out there and make something.